Oh, hey, I'm just getting ready to carve a couple of jack-o'-lanterns for the season, and I used to do that with these big kitchen knives. They're not really very good for the task, and they're not safe with kids. So a couple of years ago, I started using these smaller tools, and this year I found some really cool new ones. So if you want to see some really cutting-edge gadgets for carving jack-o'-lanterns, stick around.
These small saws are from the Pumpkin Master's Pumpkin Carving Kit. They cut very fast and aren't too sharp, so they're very safe to use. The large saw is used for cutting, like when removing the top or bottom of the pumpkin. The smaller one is for detail work. The scraper scoop is great for removing the seeds and strings once the pumpkin is open. You can also use it to thin the walls before carving. Here I'm using the larger saw to cut out the mouth, then the detail saw to do the eyes and nose.
So that first one didn't take too long, and it's just a standard jack-o'-lantern, but it turned out okay. We used the small hand tools for that one, but for this one, we're going to do something a little different. That's right, power tools.
The power poker saw is very easy to use and really speeds up the cutting process. It runs on 4 AA batteries and uses the same blade as the detail saw mentioned earlier. Using this saw, I had the bottom of the pumpkin off in about 90 seconds. The power scoop also runs on 4 AA batteries, and it did a great job removing the strings and seeds. The head did get clogged up a few times and had to be cleaned, but other than that, it was very easy to use.
Those power tools worked really well, and now I'm going to try one more, a battery-operated Dremel. I'm going to try to transfer this design by using the Dremel to carve away just the skin of the pumpkin.
The Dremel Pumpkin Carving Kit comes with some patterns and a carving bit. If you already have a Dremel, you can use that too. After taping one of the patterns onto the pumpkin, use a poker tool to trace the outlines of the black areas. Then carefully carve away the areas inside the outlines, removing the skin and some of the flesh. When you're done, if the design doesn't glow enough, use the scraping tools to thin your inside walls.
You know, those are some pretty sharp gadgets. I guess I just carved out a place for myself in history. Thanks for coming by the Gadget Guy. See you next time, if you make it through the night.